Hello, everyone. It's been a couple of weeks. You thought they're not running games anymore, probably. No, I'm joking. And we are doing well. Our schedule is a little bit all over the place, but it's August. It's the time of when you want to go out and have fun, take the sun, get tan, and etc., etc., etc. We are back in Aegyptus. We are back on fighting in the middle of the night. We are back with goals. We're back with people with massing anchors. We're back with a berserker that almost smashed the rock to that is still active, by the way. We are back to Tales of the Forgotten Sea, and tonight we are keep fighting. There is still at least one enemy in front of you. There is still another enemy in front of Adesh, and that, by the way, is just being interrupted by Geraldine. That nods an automatic victory. And you also, guys, you also know that the entire state is now on alert because this kind of signal up in the sky shot by Carlos, it was, awakened everyone. So now your chances against Fiammetta are quite good, especially because we have Rock, Jarvis, Hotpot, Miguel, Rosaria, Halvida, and Carla all at the scene. And she's just by herself. But also, as I said, she's in complete berserk. She's not going to listen to reason. She's not going to stop until all of you are down or she's dead. And in a state like this, you know that she's not going to stop. She's not going to think, oh, I'm going to take my time, defend myself. That's not the case. She's a relentless killing machine, and she's coming for you. On the other side of the state, up a little bit of northeast, we have a complete different scenario. Adesh just, raised from the ground after the piece of anchor just being, taken out from his body, and after he's been smashed on the ground by Zahir. And then, just at the end of the round, when he was, looking around, try to understand what is the next course of action, from the side, Geraldine just attacked on Zaire and started to chomp on his body. As I said, this is not an automatic victory. None of you is out of the woods. So, Drift of Surge.
Surge.
Okay. Adesh, I will
Drift.
consider your fight
Surge.
personal. So you need to decide how you personally will act.
So,
Surge.
sorry. Can I
Okay.
give my opinion about Drift real quick? Just before we go into Surge mode, as always. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
okay. My opinion on Drift is we could reserve our actions for defenses and wear herself out. We'll just back up and just let her twirl around and dance, and then we'll jump on her. That's my opinion. But you guys, we can surge. That's fine. It will use up her attacks as well. Just saying.
Mm-hmm. And I will ask
But if I'm outvoted, I'm outvoted. It's just my.
Adesh, you rolling against the enemy, 1d6, and you guys, if you surge, you're going to roll
Of course,
against me.
because she wants to kill us.
Yeah, because as I
Um,
said multiple times, she's not going to stop, and she is not the person that right now is in the state of mind that she can think. She just attack.
Mechanically speaking, I didn't get a chance to re-listen to last episode. I apologize. Mechanically speaking, she gets three attacks on her turn,
Yep.
and when she takes the third attack, is she using one of her reactions to do it?
both of them, and this is the
Yeah.
reason why she's not defending.
Yes. So either way, if we go first, she's not going to defend herself, and if she goes second, she's not going to. She was not going to defend herself. So it doesn't matter in that regard.
In that regards, no. But the thing is, if she has attack and pummel on one of you before you doing it, there's a good chance that you are going to be squashed.
So here's the other thing though. If we go with the offensive one, right, where we charge at her, and then we'll do our attacks and we get her down. Like if we can get her down before she gets swings, great. If we can't, we are now all in range of her, and she gets to pummel us. I mean, you pick either way. I have plans either way. Just whatever
I
the
was
team decides.
I'm just more worried that she just keeps going at you since you were already attacked the one
Oh
time.
no, I'm gonna play
And she
into
keeps
it.
smashing you. I kind of would like to like if
Uh,
we can get her down before she has a turn. I mean, she has zero
Okay,
turns.
above board here, above table. I am going to now play into it because that's what Rock is going to do. Like if now she's picked a fight with him, so he's got her attention.
Mm-hmm.
But again, choose what you want to choose.
Mm-hmm.
Miguel would surge seeing you being attacked.
Okay. As I said, I need to dead roll against Fiammetta, and Adesh, I need dead roll against Zahir.
The
I'll
roll
make the
is
roll.
4.
The roll is 4. Zahir attack first. And about you guys,
My roll is a 6.
the roll is a 6. And my roll is also a 6. However, like I ruled him in the past, when the player and the GM roll equal, in this case, the player get the advance. So you guys are going to act first.
right.
Can I ask one
Yes,
quick question?
absolutely.
I am pretty sure I only used emotional flood last time. I have a
Yes.
+2. I've added a +2 to it. So if I use it again, it's a little bit harder now.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. So I just wanted to verify I didn't have anything else that I needed to make a note on.
No, absolutely.
Can you use calming mind or no? Because you could
That-
mess with her berserker state, and so she just like freezes up.
That was honestly part of the reason why I was thinking we should go first is because I have soothing wave and I also have emotional surge. And I need to go quickly and look at what they both do just to remind myself. Unless you want to help me out with that, David, which one of those would I think would be the most effective or potentially effective in this moment?
Soothing wave is definitely one. However,
I mean, she would be in range, and it's specifically for one.
She will be in range, but she also will be enraged. So the thing is, at that point, depending on what you're rolling, I'm rolling against it with an advantage.
Yeah, I figured that. And she would have to roll a TN of 12 willpower to save against it. So that's pretty low in my estimation, especially with advantage.
Yeah, because it's
not
also
knowing what her
a very kind of early, I will say low level. Let's call it like that, low level spell. You know, while emotional flood is a little bit more powerful. In this case, it cause more confusion. You know, because you flood the person with their emotion instead of calming them. You know, it's in this case, maybe the effect will be similar, but the intent is different. One is to calm down, and the one is to overwhelm them. You know.
Yep.
Yes.
If I were, and again, mechanically speaking, if I were to crit on either of these,
yes,
would it make it so that she wouldn't get a save, or she still gets the save?
I will get the save with disadvantage.
Okay. All right.
So in this case, I will at least push the difficulty for her to a couple of points.
Okay.
It doesn't sound so much, but if you consider that I will roll only her wisdom, okay, so and I don't have extra dice and etc.
Mhm.
She will probably roll 3, maybe 4 dice. You don't know.
Yep. Yep.
Maybe even 2, because you don't know if there's how.
Yeah. Depending on what her. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
on the high side, we're looking at like a 13 average, which is below what.
Below what? Yes, exactly.
Um.
Mhm.
All right. All right. If you guys don't
All those
mind.
questions are very good, and
Yeah.
because we are here, we are kind of moment of chatting about rules and mechanical things and etc. I had an idea about advantage and disadvantage, and I want to hear your thought about it. Just a quick things before we are going back into the fight. Instead of giving you another die, you roll, before you roll it, you roll 1d6, and you add that result to your roll immediately after, or you remove that result to your roll immediately after. What do you think?
So in a sense, with advantage, you would in a sense be as a analogy, it would be like getting a critical token. So now you would get an extra dot on that thing, or it would be a negative where you would if it was disadvantage, you would take that much away. I actually think that makes more sense. Personally, I was actually thinking about that because just getting an extra dice doesn't necessarily change much and give you the opportunity to really say, yeah, that definitely helped me in that moment.
Generally, terminology wise, and this is in 3 different games that I've played, advantage usually means in terminology that you're getting a die at the same time of a said die, and then that die you could pick the better one of those. Generally, that's what advantage means. Now, if you want in this game to be a different thing, cool. That's fine with me.
The thing is, and that's what created the original version. So you
Yeah.
add another die, so you remove one of those dice. However, in the pool of dice that you're rolling, an extra one or adding an extra one or removing one compared to the one that you're keeping, it doesn't do much. So I was trying to different things, but I put it out there.
What about?
Oh,
Yeah, go ahead.
I think so. I think that say you're rolling 6 and you're keeping 2. I think that you roll 6 and you either still roll 6 but keep 3, or what you said before, where you would roll 1 beforehand and then still roll the 6. But I think it makes more sense to just roll the 6 and either take the 3 or roll the 6 and make it so that now you have it like it's a 1 dot where you take the highest and the lowest.
I do like the idea of the 1 to keep idea, at least, because then it's like you're getting a actual. It depends on how you define advantage, right? Are you defining advantage making it your die rolls manipulated in a way to make it easier to hit something, or are you making it so that they have a better amount of the total, right? Like that's how, right? If depending on total, it's an extra dot because you're going to get more out of that numbers wise. However, you could roll low on that extra dot, and that advantage is really not that much of an advantage.
No, exactly.
So I don't know, whatever you want, man.
Yeah. I mean, we are here to discuss it. This is one of the reasons why we are playtesting.
No, I get you.
But
yeah, and I mean, there are other things that you could do, but I think just making it so it you've got your mechanics set up, and so staying within those mechanics of in this instance you now have an extra dot makes more sense, or in this instance you have 1 less dot, and of course if you have no dots already, then
you're having a dot instead, right?
Yeah, now you've got, but if you've got 0 dots and you have disadvantage, that'd be the only place where you're going to have to figure out how am I going to do that. But at that point you're probably going to fail anyway. So who cares? For being honest with ourselves, I
There's
think
Yeah.
working in your mechanical idiom is probably the safest and easiest thing because you don't want to overcomplicate it either.
So advantage with like a dot, I can understand because it's like, okay, you've in this moment you are more talented in a thing than you normally are. Like this is a moment where you're like you had a flash of insight and suddenly you have more ability than you normally would. That's an advantage textually. Um, the die roll, yeah, I see what you mean by like replacing a d6 with another d6. Really, math wise, isn't that great.
Mhm.
You know, the only other thing I've seen with advantage, and I'll end it here, is they'll do a thing where they'll do dice manipulation instead, where they'll be like, okay, advantage actually means that like one of your die rolls is now you can manipulate it into a better roll. You know what I mean? Or like fudging it into a better roll. But I find like for this system doesn't make a lot of sense because we're going on a more of a pure D6 kind of thing, you know?
Mhm.
So I think either the dot or the other extra die, I suppose, depending on what you feel, you know.
Anyway,
Yeah, I think your initial thought makes the most sense, David.
okay. We're not going to use it tonight. This
Sure.
is something I just wanted to put it out there,
Yeah, sure.
discuss it with the team, and maybe we will implement it next session. However, we have kind of wasted enough time, let's say.
Okay. Yeah.
And yeah, just go back into the fight. We are going to decide with Jarvis, Rock, and everyone else, and then we move to a dish. So sorry for making you
Sure.
wait for a little bit more,
No,
Christoph.
that's fine. Just so for advantage, we're doing exactly what? Because I
As it
haven't
was,
actually. Okay,
as it
sure.
was for
Whatever
now.
the rule was. Okay.
Okay, don't worry about that. Let's move on. Especially because right now you don't have advantage or disadvantage. Um,
But she does. If everybody's okay, I will go first. Because I forget. I think I went first on the last round, maybe I forget. And so
it's okay. We don't
it
need to
doesn't
worry
matter.
about that.
How
But
dare you?
uh, I I I like to fight, but I'm also the peacemaker. Above table. I'm not surprised that Zeppo decided to start the fight, but the whole point was to not start this fight. But here we are. Good job, Hot Pot. Um, so
Sorry, I
I
thought the fight was inevitable, and I
don't worry
jumped
about
the
it.
gun.
I'm just jabbing you because I love you, buddy. Um, but I am going to attempt to emotionally surge, soothe this person, and hopefully I can get them at least out of their rage and knock down their advantage, and maybe even get them to understand that we're the good guys and we're actually trying to fix a huge problem that they may agree with.
Okay. So, how you want to do this?
I am going to use Soothing Wave because I actually have 2 dots in it, and I'm gonna take the chance that hopefully she doesn't have a lot of willpower. I don't know, and I've already made the roll, and if you don't mind, because of what we've been doing in the past, I'm going to try to use this for cunning because I feel like the emotional things make more sense with cunning. And so I'm going to um, he's actually going to say something as quickly as he can and say, um, "We believe Shar is trying to destroy the Earth. You need to calm down." And so I've rolled 2 3s, 2 4s, and 2 6s, and I have 2 dots, so I get to keep my 2 6s. I'm gonna roll again, one of them, and that's a 2. So that is 14
plus your cunning modifier,
plus my cunning and my ring,
plus your ring.
So it's I believe that was a total of 6. So that's a 20. That's a crit.
And that's a crit.
That's why I went that way.
Fair enough. Also, being possessed of the Ring of Oshun, it's definitely a bonus in these cases.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yay, cultist powers activate.
hmm Form of the Peacemaker.
Okay. So, 14 on the shooting weight disadvantage. What did you say that average roll was going to be?
I believed her average roll was going to be like a 13.
And exactly what I rolled.
Oh.
However, you need to consider her wisdom modifier.
hmm
Lucky for you, is a +0.
hmm
So, because your crit, she need to roll a 14, not a 13. So technically speaking, you are successful. However,
Yay! Oh.
because she is still in Berserk, that will not take effect immediately. She need to calm down first, and it is not something that will happen in 6 seconds. So,
hmm
you know that you break through. You feel it. You know the
This is
magic.
gonna be weird.
You see the sparkle in her eyes. The flames that is behind it is just slowly thinning down. It's like,
Oh, let me
however,
go next.
she is still grinning her teeth. Her eyes are still wild, and she is so tense that even if she's covered with her armor, you almost can see her muscle bulging out under there. So, that was your first action, Jarvis.
Uh-huh.
Do you do anything else?
Yeah. I got one more action. I have to ask though, how far away is she? Can I get to her with my movement?
You were around, I will say, yeah, if you get to with one action, you spend the second action to get there to your movement, you're going to be almost, 10 feet away from her. You cannot touch her, but you are getting very close.
Oh, that's not what I was hoping. I was hoping I was going to be able to um uh you know what? I'm gonna chance it. I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna so you're telling me if I move my full action, I can move the 25 and get
Yes.
within 10 feet of her.
Yes.
Okay. I am going to run up. I'm going to be holding my shield in front of me, but I'm going to be holding my gun behind me because I'm not trying to get her, more on edge, but I'm running forward and I'm going to yell, "Everybody, grab her!" And
And
I'm
then we
hoping
move.
that people will understand to grab her and to not attack her.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
I guess everybody can roll to decide how if they understand what's happening, but she is obviously looking at least a little bit less tense, and I'm moving forward. And instead of attacking her, I am trying to like just get her. If she's going to attack anybody, hopefully she'll come at me. But that's why I've got my shield up.
That sounds good for me.
Is she still eye locked with me? Because she was the person that she was pounding on, like with her warhammer.
So there is been a flicker in her eyes, as like for a moment she's
Okay.
like looking at Jarvis, and that's back to you.
Okay. If you guys don't mind, I got an idea and I'll go next if that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Sure.
no objections. All right, just making sure. This is okay. I saw from my perspective, I see Garvis doing something. Is there a verbal semantic or is he just staring?
You see him literally just concentrating his mana and just casting against her. So she is being hit by something.
Well, I also did yell that thing out. I
No.
said,
I know.
yeah. Okay, just want to make sure.
I'm gonna have to do how Rock would respond. Okay. I am going to do persuade. It's my
Okay.
because she's under mental influence is what he assumes. So he's gonna be like, you just need to calm down. Listen, we're gonna have to disarm you so you're not a threat. And it's like
Okay.
I go
Okay.
from
There's part of me,
yeah.
and you just told a woman that is really in berserk just to calm down. Really, you're going that
Well, I'm
way?
not. He's no. I know, but he's like it. Maybe he would choose his words better. He'd be like, "This it's all wrong. We need to really talk about this." You know,
Okay. Yeah.
yeah.
No,
Throw
fair enough.
throw a Snickers
But
to her. It's
you
fine.
know, you never tell a woman to calm down because that's
Okay, I'll
exactly
tell you what. If I crit fail, it's basically him going, "It's okay. Everything's gonna be great. Just calm down. It'll be great."
Yeah, absolutely. Fine, fine. Okay, please go on.
All right. Here, so let me see. I've got persuade, because it's gonna work out hopefully better. Maybe
Mhm.
I assume that he's doing something. I don't know exactly what it was because I'm not a magic user, but I assume that. Persuade. You were in cunning, right? No. Presence. There we go.
Yeah,
4 dice, and then my presence is another 4 dice, so 8 dice.
8 dice. One of the highest
That's why
skills.
I'm trying.
Yeah, absolutely. Information for the people out there. A rock
Okay,
almost max out is persuasion.
I have 4 6s.
Okay.
Listen, this is all wrong. All right.
Start very strong there.
Okay,
You
so
can
24. Yeah.
re-roll 3 of them.
Okay, I will re-roll 3, and we'll see how it goes. I'll re-roll 3.
Yeah.
Okay, so I ended up with a total of 2 4s and a 3. So that's 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 plus 24, 35.
35.
Listen,
35.
say Snake's kind of like rhythmically look at her. She's like, "You've got this all wrong. Let's just work this out." And he's like backing up as if like maybe her attack threatened him, and he's just like, "You're right. You're right. Maybe we just need to talk about this." Like
Okay. Just let me think about one thing. Sorry.
Sure.
So this very short, stocky, bold woman,
Yeah.
is holding a warhammer in both her hand.
Yep.
She just, smash it on the ground. She just been hit by this magic, and you started to kind of almost hypnotizing her.
Right.
Just
They're kind of like rhythmically looking, and he's locking eyes with her, but he's not in a threatening way. But like, listen, I'm sure we can just talk about this. Let's.
So you see here's like almost, her head, her shoulder are like following your movement, almost like checking on your
Do
snakes
you
and
really care
etc.
about him that much? Can't we just walk away, right? We can walk away from this. This.
She is kind of growling, kind of low
That's all right.
key.
It's gonna be all right. Yeah.
Consider this a crit,
Yeah, okay.
both of you. Okay, one was for Jarvis, one was for Rock.
I'll mark
So
that
we
down.
got a crit token here.
Nice. Yeah, that'll be my second one. We're probably gonna need these later.
Now, what's your second action here? Because this is getting, you know, you calming her, that's good. You're getting out of fight. That doesn't mean that the entire battle is finished, but that's at least this fight.
With my offhand, I will try to like get Radalina to get close to me because I know she was going for my sword because I had my first sword already, but I was like I remembered her scuttling off to grab the other one, and I'm like, so my other actions are basically like, come on, Radalina, and like I'm doing like a motion with my free hand, being like,
Like,
over here.
come close.
Yeah.
Not like I'm doing it right now, but
No, yeah,
like
yeah.
low
Like,
key
just so
down.
I can put just in case this doesn't work out.
Yeah, fair enough. So you use your second action to
Yeah, and then
to-
I'm just gonna like just
yeah.
focus on the
To
thing I'm doing.
end all your you give it the action to your familiar
Yeah,
to
yeah, yeah.
just
Because it was
grab
already scuttling
what
over
he
there to
was
get my
doing.
second sword, but it hadn't gotten there. I think it was still in kind of in motion.
Yeah, she was still in motion. So it just you turn and started to just lead her back to you.
Okay,
So
that's the end of my action.
Hot Pot, Miguel, who's first?
I can go first.
Go, Miguel.
All right. How is my wife doing? And she got attacked last. No.
Yeah, she got attacked, but she was defending herself quite well, so she is in very good shape. Uh, Probably a couple of bruises, not more than that.
Okay. I'm looking at Rock. I'm looking at Jarvis, and seeing that where she said grab an arm
To grab her.
to
Grab
grab
her.
her.
Mm-hmm.
He is unsure if we're trying to calm her down, if that's like the best course of action. Grabbing her might be, he thinks that grabbing her might be considered like a hostile action if
Oh,
we're trying
style
to.
action, yeah.
All right. What I am going to do is I am going to back up and I'm actually going to grab can I take the chance to get the rest of my gear?
You want to use all the rest of the round just to get and start to get your gear, look, your Pierre, your
Yeah,
horn
I'm getting
whips.
everything else. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought
Uh,
on it. I mean, you can do absolutely this. I'm not forcing you to anything. I just wanted to point out something that is on your character sheets. Is your Calmin's presence spell?
I was looking at that and I wasn't quite sure. I thought I was actually looking at that one.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Anyway,
'Cause,
just a suggestion. You do you. So I will consider, keep it in mind for next round, but just in case something goes wrong. But I consider that for this round, Miguel just will use all of his action just to start to collect back his equipment. You're not
I
gonna
think
take,
yeah,
take everything, but
I
at
think they
least
have it right now. If it seems like she gets a little bit more angry, he's going to be casting that spell next time.
it sounds good for me. So we quickly move to Hot Pot.
Can I ask you a question? When you roll for spells, you roll for each pip, you roll a die, but do you also roll for like cunning or wisdom?
Yeah, depending on the spell, yes.
Oh, okay. I want to roll. I want to roll for calm mind.
Mm-hmm.
My question is, how many? Like, I have 2 pips for calm mind. How many dice? How would I like?
In this case, your spell works with your wisdom.
Okay.
So is your wisdom plus your spell. So 4
Okay.
plus 2, 6. And in your case, it's very easy because you need to roll a 8 or or higher. So there's a
Right.
very good chance you're going to
I'm
succeed on this.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it just because of the modifier plus how many dice I'm rolling.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled a 6, a 5, 4, 2, and 2 ones.
6, a 5. That is what you're going to keep, and you reroll 1, 6.
Okay.
So you're already an 11 plus
I
your
rolled.
wisdom modifier, so plus 2.
Yep. So I rolled. I re-rolled the 6 for another 1.
Okay, 14.
So 14.
So you almost crit on that because if if you double it, you will have 6. No, sorry, you need to reach an 18 to crit on that, but still, calm mind. And she will roll against it as you do. Oh, okay. This mental assault that pretty much the 3 of you are doing to this poor woman are kind of suppressing her anger even more. I just rolled 3 ones on air willpower. She is shaking her head. She is looking around, kind of confused, still in anger, but just at the same time, she don't know what to do and etc. And she is not able in this few seconds to speak. Only, like I said, slow growling, and she just snap left and right. But you see that hammer just going lower. Anything else you do, Hot Pot, before I move on? Because you still have one action. Zippo?
I'm sorry, I didn't realize I muted myself. He's going to reserve the rest of his action. Maybe move a little bit further away from her, just in case. Give her some space.
Give her some safe. So you take a couple of, you move back, use your action to put some distance between the two of you and make absolute sense.
Yes.
And then you got both Carla and Alvida. And while Alvida is getting behind you, Rock, you see her putting a hand on your shoulder and just to mumbling something in your gray and that you don't understand, but you started to feel like a warm feelings, passing from your shoulder to your chest. And you will roll me 2d6s.
7 total.
7. Okay,
4 and
so
3.
you're going to recover 7 HP now.
Oh, okay.
3 HP the next round, and then
Sure.
nothing. It's a regeneration spell. Okay. That's what Alvida do to you. While Carla, you guys see her something that you actually have seen it before, but never, like in complete full action. She just take out what looks like a tarot deck, and she just starts to shuffle and get ready with a card. She look at it, but she doesn't act. She's all just holding it, almost like she's waiting for something. And then Rosaria. Rosaria doesn't do much because at the moment she is behind Fiammetta and she is looking at what you guys are doing, and she just like you see her lifting both her sword in a position where she is ready to strike, but she's just waiting. So both Carla and Rosaria are waiting for something. They are, a ready action to base it on what Fiammetta will do. But Fiammetta is not the person that act. Suddenly, you started to hear in the distance shouting and screaming and etc. Order that are being barked. And you see 4 to 6 guards moving from the main estate towards your position. They are far away from where you are, but you immediately notice their presence. They are not acting stealthily. They are coming for you.
Okay.
In the meantime, Fiammetta is lowering her mace. What do you mean with destroying the world?
He's trying. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
And there is a question. She's looking between
Yeah.
Rock and Jarvis because that's what Jarvis shouted.
Right.
So you have, both of you,
Yeah.
one sentence
Sure.
to answer right now.
He's trying to take the power of the of Fatua and do terrible things with it. That's what I got.
He and Senator Graves are trying to get control of the Black Bride, the Ventuk Jin, I think is the right term. Sorry.
It's okay, no worries.
That counts as 2 sentences.
That counts as a sentence.
No.
Yes, correct.
I was trying to count it out of my head. I'm like, wait a minute.
Fair. What's gonna happen now is going to be resolved next round. You need to consider what I told you guys about the guards coming, okay? And whatever you're going to tell her is going to probably make a difference about what the guards are going to do. Because if I remind you, she is the captain of the guards. But we are not dealing with that right now, because on the other side, northeast, close to the pond, after he just slaughtered one of the 2 snakes that lives here, and well, it's not just 2 snakes, but I mean the 2 massive anaconda that live here. You had been involved in a fight with a very nasty opponent. Someone that seems to be able to pass through your natural defense, Adesh, and just now is being attacked by your new friend / companion, Geraldine. The guy turn, and you see grabbing Geraldine under her neck, while Geraldine is still, literally munching on his neck, and the guy just lift her. The blood spill, like the teeth rip a little bit of chunk of flesh, and the guy doesn't flinch. And he just hold her there while Geraldine is moving and scratching. And then he turned to you. And he lift his javelin. And he stabbed her in the heart. Geraldine, she's quite tall and lanky, and it's quite very, very agile, but the guy just pierced her, impale her, lift her up, and put the harpoon on the ground. Your turn.
That was foolish, child. I'll begin by casting, let's see, what is it called? Life Surge on Geraldine.
Life surge on Geraldine. Okay.
Make sure I get this right. That is... Okay. That is a lot of 6s, but I'm only keeping one of them because the skill. Rerolling that
You have
6.
1 dot. Remember, highest bonus.
That is 15.
Okay, already.
On the life search. That is with all bonuses.
Okay. And yes. Interesting. Can you roll me the result on that? Because what I'm seeing from here, you almost crit, but it's still is a very, very high roll there.
Yeah. So she heals 2d6.
Mm-hmm.
And that's only a 5.
Yeah. Okay. Like you have seen before, this guy doesn't, the damage that he inflicts on you you didn't, where you were not able to absorb it with your undead shroud. So probably she didn't too. So the guy is fixated on you. You cast the spell, you started to see, the wound around Geraldine pierced heart just started to slowly, very slowly closing. And that was your first action.
I suppose in my second action, I'm just going to slash him with my Kopesh.
So you move closer, because I remind you, he was just throwing you away and is still in the, the zero action movement, and you just slash. So please go for it.
Right, I'm absolutely keeping those 6s and that 5, so I'm re-rolling. I've got 3 dots. Do I re-roll both d6s if they are 6?
Two d6s.
Okay. That makes another 6 and then a 2. 1 second.
Yeah.
26.
26. Okay, that's a crit.
Well, in that case, he is disarmed.
Okay.
And
So
his
I remind
armor
you,
is reduced by half.
He was holding the spear with Geraldine, the harpoon with Geraldine on it. So I'm guessing you attacking that part.
I'm absolutely attacking his arm.
Because the other thing is, in the other arm, he's holding the chain that is connected to the anchor. That he almost, it did a lot of damage to you. So you need to choose here, which one do you want to remove from his hand?
As I recall, the javelin was did not go through my defenses, whereas the anchor did.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to make him drop the anchor.
Okay. So you slashing on his hand. You can roll the damage on that. You're slashing on his arm, and he will immediately drop the chain and the anchor. Still holding Geraldine under, like a shish kebab in this this moment.
16 damage. He only gets half armor.
The damage is half armor. Okay, so that's good. It's good. So okay, taking it right now there. Okay. You cut through his muscle, and by reaction, he was trying to, of course, parry or defend himself, but your hit was too fast, so he just get damage, and he immediately, dropped by reaction, and he just at that point, you're seeing like a grin on his face, like he's acknowledging that you are a valid opponent. And then he speaks. A very low, deep voice. I thought you were stuck in your place. Halwa here.
I shall consider this a summons. I have awoken.
Is this creature who awoken you, who summoned you?
It is my duty to Aegyptus that has summoned me, where the merchant steals the water.
And the round, the amount of time we have for this discussion. So the guy is not stopping, just to make sure there is still involved in the fight with you. The thing is, he seems to willing to exchange words now that you are proving yourself a worthy opponent. And we are keeping on you just, because we want to to be resolved, while my other player waiting for a moment on the other side of this fight. So, Drift of Surge.
I'm going to drift.
And he's going to drift too, strangely. And because you both drift, I will say I'm not going to ask you to roll. I'm going to ask you to act first in your drift. You're waiting, he's waiting too. So a certain moment, one of you two will break the waiting spell.
Right. Persuasion roll it is then.
Okay. What you're going to say to him?
Why do you protect one who steals the waters, who takes the very lifeblood of Aegyptus, who defiles that for which we have worked tirelessly for generations upon generations, for your forefathers of your forefathers? He has no honor. You do.
I don't work for him. I work for her. And she is honorable and kind. But that's not of your business. You are a relic of times that are past. And as a relic, you shall go back where you came from or die. And then you roll.
All right. Right, I'm gonna have to re-roll one of these dice because I don't have enough dice to re-roll all of them.
Keep the good one. As
Yeah, but I still need, I need 76. I only got 6. So I'll re-roll that 6 once again. Okay. Right. And I believe I have. Nope, that's for deception. That does not work. Okay, not a problem. That is still a 22 on persuasion.
22. Persuasion. I'm going to roll against you. What is insight. And I need to beat that 22, so not easy. No, even if he has a good insight. Yeah, I roll a 20, but so your persuasion seems to break through. The answer didn't change. The thing is, what you just did, change what he's going to do. So one action is being used by both of you for chit-chatting and etc. The second one is going to double on the spear and just, push it more in before throwing Geraldine away from it. In all of this, Geraldine didn't participate to your discussion because, first of all, she's in pain. Second of all, she is not a very good chit-chatter. And now I need to roll against what you're doing. Okay, and Geraldine takes some of damage and get thrown a few feet away from you. And the guy just is harpoon on his back, staring at you. You still have one action.
What are my legions doing?
They are attacking wherever is in sight, and at the moment, few of them are fighting another massive snake in the water, and other are running south towards the next area.
Okay, fair enough.
You were
We'll
going
follow.
towards the library, if you remember.
Yes.
And that is where he came out of. Just to to you to have an understanding.
All right then.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna follow up with another phrase. I continue to speak to him. In Aegyptos, we venerate the past. That which is alive and that which is relevant is not a relic to us. That which is of the past brings wisdom in the present. You should know this, as should your patron.
Those ways are long forgotten, and when the new order came in and took away our gods, they took away all of our traditions. You're talking of a time that is not anymore. Money.
You are looking at the past, child. I shall refuse to be irrelevant.
Where you were when the moon goddess was forgotten? Where were you when Obolawa took over for decades? Where were you when my clan was killing another?
Of what heresy do you speak, child?
We move to the next group. Because right now, there is a good chance that they are going to be involved in another very big discussion. So, I'm guessing you guys are drifting or surging.
I'm actually gonna say drift this one time.
Gonna do the drift one time. We're gonna do quiet, like, hey, yeah, drift.
Jarvis is going to stand there with a big smile on his face and drift.
Okay. And because she is still into the frenzy of the situation, she's going to push and just keep asking,
Sure.
What are you talking about? The Vector Gene, the Black Bride, why is that?
There's a powerful entity bent on destruction and death, and they are trying to take control of it for some nefarious end, and we have come here to stop him.
They're forces he won't be able to control. His evil will spread across the continent. You need to stop.
From the area where you guys came from, you heard this slow clapping.
Well, that's
I turn. No.
Oh man,
probably-
golfers.
well.
You know, this like kind of the classic clapping that someone did just with
Yeah.
is like, yeah, you tried your best. Let's talk with, let's the professional handle this and etc. And you see Richard Bell watching the group of you from his position. Good stories. Interesting tale of what? You really think that our employer will risk all his fortune for what? A fairy tale? Fiametta, those people are trying to deceive you clear as a day. And Rosaria, no, sorry. She doesn't call him Rosaria.
Twilka.
I'm surprised of you. You're being deceived by those morons? I can see through your lies like you are just a bunch of kids. Zavalek Shar is a man of, I will say, commerce. It doesn't chase fairy tales. They believe in the hard rule of cash and money. You are just delusional.
Do I get a
I'm
do
gonna.
I get a repose or all right? Well, who gets to talk first? That's the real question.
I was actually gonna say something to her.
Okay, you can do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
good.
I'm gonna
I
I'm gonna
consider this a moment where you guys are chatting. It's still
okay.
going to be
Mhm.
in
You
6
address
seconds.
you address her. I'm going to address Belle because now it's
Yeah,
become a talk off.
yeah.
Okay.
The two faces are
Two faces are gonna have a fight,
yeah.
not with swords.
I'm just gonna look at her and say, that snake belongs to. Sorry, I just said his name. That snake belongs to Graves, and he's probably even less useful to be trusted.
Okay, and that from Jarvis to Fiammetta. Okay, roll me the persuasion roll. We
Okay.
disadvantage as the usual. One less die. And Rock, what you are going to do in the meantime, Miguel, Hotpot, you are not out of this. Remember, and Miguel, you are actually very close to Richard. Is in an action you can reach to him because you were moving to get to your equipment. There is
Okay, he's by like I imagine there's like a door or some place he comes out of the shadows that
yes,
he walks
exactly.
out of. Okay.
So
I'm going
if you look at the Zavalek estate shard, and I shared multiple times,
Mhm.
you know the reception hall that there is this nice big
Yes.
fountain and there is this arc that you walk through it is under the arc and you are literally close to the fountain.
Okay.
All
So,
right.
oh, sorry. I'll wait.
It's gonna depend. What I do is going to depend on Rock and Jarvis and how
Okay,
this pans out.
absolutely. So Rock,
All right. So I've only got a short time, right? Okay.
hmm short time.
You call us children, idiots, basically. And he
Yeah,
goes, "You're right. There is a level of immaturity to us. I get that. But nothing will stop you if you think that being the right hand of the devil will get you a free pass when this stuff goes sideways, which it will, that is not going, which it will, that is not going to go well for you. I'm just trying to express to him like this is not, you know, you might
okay,
think
okay.
you're
It's
above it. People who want power will continue to go for power. Doesn't matter if they're fairy tales.
okay. He's is listening to it. I'm going to ask you for that roll.
Sure.
In this case, also persuasion.
Yeah.
You're rolling with disadvantage against him.
Fair.
So, Miguel, you already decided what you're gonna do or not?
Um,
Anyone want to give me a critical token? Just saying.
I don't think I have a critical token.
I
That's
know
just the
somebody
thing.
probably does.
I feel like I would. I think I used my last one
It's
a
fine.
couple sessions
I
ago.
just figured I'd ask. All right, I'm gonna roll my 8 now. So with disadvantage, I just don't count a pip. Is that what we're doing? Because I haven't had to roll with
No,
disadvantage.
no. We are doing the usual things. You roll one less die.
Okay, gotcha. 7 dice.
Let me
And
see.
Hotpot,
Maybe
you are also in this. So, think about what you're gonna do.
Okay.
1 second. Give me 1 second. I might not be able to cast a spell to make it easier for
um,
you.
I will. Rock, I will give you a critical token if you can give me a critical token.
That's fine.
Because I desperately need one.
Critical token economy.
Cool.
Guys. I also wanted to say this. You can, but you need to justify how.
Sure.
Oh,
That's fine.
yeah.
Well, hold on. His action hasn't started yet. Mine is I am convincing him that being the right hand of the devil is not going to give him a free pass. That's basically the argument.
Yeah.
And so he could chime in and be like, encouraging with it. I don't know, but how would you describe your helping me, Jarvis? It is your action after all.
I would hear obviously what he said and say something to her. I'm hoping that what Rock is saying kind of helps me deal with Fiammetta
Yeah.
in a sense, because she's hearing that, and I will
Double down.
yeah, I will just kind of call over my shoulder and say, you don't know the evil powers that you're dealing with, but you know what he's doing. I'll say you know what they're doing because he works for the two of them. He's the go-between.
Yeah, as you know, he's been kind of working for both of them, officially only for Zavalek, but yeah. Okay.
Exactly. That's why he's the snake.
All right, can I help out my teammates with this with Inspiring Melody to try to say to kind of like give like that extra little oomph to their speech to try to make them more persuasive. I'm not quite sure about how that spell works.
Okay. But you should know because I sent it to you. But okay, so you want to use exactly which one? Sorry.
Inspiring Melody. We have one pip in that one.
Inspiring Melody.
Sweet, it gets speech music.
Yeah, pretty much. No, echoing bravery, hunting, harmonic speed, a lull of weakness, echoing bravery, discordant note, soothing melody, march of valor, where is it? Crippling chord, and where is this?
It's on my sheet, but I didn't see it. I just wanted to double check. That's why I asked about it.
Weird, because I think I gave you all of them. So did I miss one? Inspiring Melody? It should be the first one. So if I did, it's on me.
No worries. I just wanted to ask about that one because it sounds like something that could help here.
I gave you the harmonic speed instead. Sorry.
No worries.
Okay. Yes. Absolutely. Inspiring Melody. Please roll the spell.
All right. If I remember correctly, I used
fall short. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, no worries. So if I'm remembering correctly on how I roll spells, since this is only the second spell I've only rolled,
In your case, presence, yes.
Yes, presence plus the number of pips I have, and I'm trying to beat
in this case, a 6. Very easy for you.
Yes. Unless I roll all ones.
Unless you roll a lot of ones, yes.
Which I did not this time. I get over a 6. You want me to give you the whole
No, there's no need for now. That's unless you roll me a 16, there is no need for it.
No, 16.
Okay, perfect. So, you succeed, and now you roll me 1d6 on top of this.
6.
Just one. You roll a 6.
Yes.
Guys.
Yep.
You just got a +3 on your roll.
Sweet. All right. On which rolls?
Miguel.
Okay.
Yes.
Before I gave, before they gave me their roles and etc., just giving you a little bit of a role-playing situation. How your melody or melodic voice and etc. help them. Describe me this inspiring melody kind of soothing voice that you're using to elevate their speech.
I try to give like in people are giving speeches and adding like the background music to try to help like with the best like help their inflections like really really come out the best like it hits at like when he says I think what I'm doing is I'm going he doesn't have a an instrument, but he is using his voice and kind of he's humming it right now.
Mm-hmm.
And when they get to their sorry.
No, that's fine. The dramatic,
Oh no, he's making it extra dramatic.
That's fine. Yeah, I got a backup singer.
Kind of not quite upbeat, but kind of like you ever seen like a speech that you see like a presidential speech kind of thing?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like that.
Absolutely. Okay, sounds good for me. I just wanted to, give it that feelings because,
yes, of course.
Miguel is kind of like elevating those moments where they see when they say a sentence, you just like underline it with your or something like this. It's like you're just it kind of feels ridiculous for the moment, but at
I
the
give
same
hand
time,
sparkles, by the way. I
yeah,
add some like when someone has like throw their hands up, it's like doo
You're
doo.
doing the rapper background person. That's fine. Yeah, what he said.
well, exactly, yeah, exactly, something like this. But okay, so I hope you guys have rolled. I want to
Okay.
hear
Well,
your results.
so okay. Hold
I
on.
want to give also Otpot the chance to act before you give me the results.
Okay, I just wanted to ask. So I've down a die, but up a die, so I'm back at 8 dice.
Yes, but
Gotcha.
you also have a one of those 6 explode,
Okay.
an extra one. So not just the
So I
basic
could
explosion.
theoretically have 4 explosions of
No, 3
D6s.
explosion, 3
Oh,
explosion. Because
3 explosion.
every when you have 3 dot to explode, when you have 4 dot only 2 explode. But in this case, you know you keeping 5 dots, so 3 explode.
3 explode. Okay. Keep 5, 3 explode. That's where we're at.
Yeah,
Okay.
keep 5, 3 explode. Exactly that. That is probably the highest number of dice you can roll in this game. There's no problem. It is the highest.
Okay. So 2 of them were 6s. So that's a good start. Oh, sorry. Let me know when you want that roll result.
Yeah, I want to hear Hot Pot first.
Sure.
Because this is a moment where you are all acting all together to like backing up each other.
No,
And
I like it because it covers Rock's verbal stumbles and my verbal stumbles. So it's like, well, fairy tale. And like for a moment, he might have had a problem, and then there's like,
Okay. But if I come in here, you have to be quiet.
Richard Bell is like, did we know about Richard Bell before we arrived, or did we just
we did.
learn about him when we arrived?
No, before you arrived, yes. Yeah. You were talking with Rosaria about
Little did he know he's in a rap battle.
Nice. Is he like a hardliner? Is he somebody that's going to be difficult to persuade to try to? Well, he is.
Yeah, he's the one that literally just call you a bunch of liars and send you to prison, if you remember.
No, well, like, yeah, I like, right, but that was like under the circumstances that like Rock maybe didn't present himself like in the best light.
Yeah,
So
no,
we're trying to persuade him to like as a group we're trying to persuade him to see what's really happening. But what I mean is, like, is he a hardliner? Like, does he want to facilitate like what will inevitably happen if we don't intervene?
Rosaria had told us on the way here who were the bad people, and she said he was probably one of the worst.
Oh.
Yeah.
And so what exactly is he doing right now what is he doing exactly?
He is just there, and he just finished chatting, and he is wearing his long coat and his very good suit, and he just he just kind of insulted all of you.
Right. Uh, I just
Mhm.
I'm trying to decide what Hot Pot should do. I don't want to make a bad decision here.
Okay. I understand. I also need you to act.
No.
If you're not sure, you can just say Hotpot observe the situation is a valid option.
Yeah, I think that might be the best course for Hot Pot right now.
Why don't you observe our other guest and make sure she's doing all right? That's probably a good play. And
What?
we could figure it out from what's going on there.
You mean Fiammetta or you
Flamet,
mean the guards
Flamet.
that are coming?
Yeah, well, no, Flibetta. The guards are
How
a separate issue.
How far away are the guards?
They are going to be here next round. They are
Okay.
full speed running towards you guys.
Do we see each other though? Like, is there like a clear line of sight?
If you see them, they see you.
Okay, I just want to make sure like they weren't like down an alley.
No,
We-
no,
we
no.
could
There's
see-
no,
okay.
there is no alley at the moment. They are coming to be precise. They are coming from compare where you are, Hot Pot. Compare where you are. Richard Bear is on your right, and the guards are in front of you.
Okay.
So
And
consider this:
Richard-
Richard Bell is north, and they coming from the west side.
Okay. Is
And-
and Richard Bell is like clearly observed all of us.
It's is sitting, is like is there and is watching.
Okay. I just want to. I'm just trying to. I think I'm going to what is her name for Meta?
Fiammetta.
I'm going to observe what she's doing or how she is.
Okay. And like I said, she is a little bit confused at the moment, but now with the rest of your roles, I will tell you what's going on. So let's start with Jarvis. How was it?
So I don't have any dots in persuasion. I have 4 dots in presence. So I only rolled 3 dice. I rolled
But he
2.
gave you a critical token.
And so
You
with that,
rolled one
I
more.
rolled a 2, a 3, and 2. Sorry, yeah, 2 3s, and ended up rolling a 6. I exploded the 6.
Okay. And you keep 3 dice because 1 is the token. So
Yes.
one of the highest, one of the lowest. So definitely the 6 and the 2, and then
Mhm.
another
And the 3.
high, and the
Yeah.
3. So
So
we
that's
got 11 already. Plus
And then-
you rerolled that 6.
yes, and I rolled another 6.
Okay.
So that
So
is
17.
17 plus 1 from presence is an 18.
is an 18. That for
Mhm.
you, it is almost a crit, considering the fact that you're not very good with your persuasion.
It's
However,
very
I cannot-
good. Yeah. No,
I
it's
cannot
okay.
give you
It's
a
okay.
crit, especially because you just receive a token from it.
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
So, Fiammetta is listening to you. Is watching you, Jarvis. It's, what you just said. It makes sense.
Mhm.
Also, she's been here enough to know who the Ventuchin are. She doesn't know a lot about the Black Bride thing. It's a little bit of
Mhm,
obscure for her, these things. But you can see that she is looking at you like, okay, so this guy looks, it's like he's not trying to lie to me. He's telling something. It's definitely scared in some kind of way. Your
Mhm.
tone say you are, this is too much. You need to stop. This is the kind of tone that you're, the vibe you're giving out.
Mhm.
So she is turning to look at Belle. And now, Rock, I want you to give me your total.
Okay. So I already rolled 27. I just haven't rolled this two 6s yet. So I rolled 2 6s now, which are 2 6s.
Yeah, boy.
Okay, so for a total of
Hold on. So a total of plus 12. That's gonna be 39.
39.
I'm like, I have a backup singer. I got like, no, I think your ideals are wrong. I think it's gonna come back and it's gonna backfire on you so horribly. And this and how I'm helping him is I'm going, and they're going to get involved, and it's all going to come downhill.
Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. That's good. That's good. And I'm going to tell you what I roll for him.
Sure.
I rolled a 30. That was what you needed to beat.
Hell yeah, it was.
Okay?
Yeah.
I have the
I'm
roll
thinking it was
right
high.
here. Okay? So your 9-point almost crit against him.
Yeah, yeah. He's 7
But-
personalities too short to deal with Rock, okay?
Yeah. Fair, fair. So Richard is seems like taking it back for a moment. The combination of, Miguel,
Yeah.
you, your words, things like there is a little crack in his armor. His logic is starting to put 2 and 2 together, and it seems like it's not going to help you.
Oh, I know. It wasn't about that.
But there is a doubt. That's for sure.
I think that if I could, I think that the primary thing, our primary goal here, she has known this person for some number of years, I imagine. And she's probably gotten a pretty good read on him being kind of scummy, very, very two-faced, very like probably the main person that she's watching is him and waiting for him to try to take over or whatever. And so seeing him right now floundering as he's being hit with truth may change her to realize he truly is the enemy. This is the moment to deal with the problem. And that's, I think, what Jarvis and Rock are really trying. We're not trying to convince him of anything. We're just trying to get him to break enough that
There was
she
no
can
way
see
that was going to convince our.
of course, but just to get him to break enough so that she can finally truly see the scumbag that he is.
Okay.
So that when the guards get there, that's the one we got to get.
Can I ask, Hotpot?
Yes.
Zeppo, I know you in this round you were staying quiet, observing, etc. But I'm going to ask you to roll some dice, not for yourself, but for Carla. If you remember, guys, he was taking out a tarot card and she was waiting for something. And when you finish the speech, she threw it in the air, and the tarot just almost became like this tiny confetti flakes that disappear. So I'm going to ask you, she just casted a spell. I'm going to ask you to roll for that spell instead of me doing it.
Okay.
She has a total of, because it's based on a presence for her, you're going to roll 4 dice for a presence plus 3 dots, so 7 dice, and you need to beat a 16.
A 60.
16. 1 6.
Oh, okay.
16 possible.
So a total of 7 dice.
Yes, total 7 dice. Keep 3, explode 2.
Okay, I rolled a 6, a 5, and a 5. I re-roll the 6 for an additional 4.
6, a 5, and a 5. So we already have a 16 already. Plus another 4, 20. Plus her bonus on the modifier is a plus 2. 22. Now, Miguel, I'm going to ask you to roll against it.
Oh, okay.
Same amount of dice. Sorry. Not same amount of dice. You need to roll me 3 dice.
Okay.
And you need to beat a 14.
8.
A total of 8?
Yeah.
Okay. You see Bell shaking his head, just doing this. Look up. What have you done? What? And he take a couple of steps back. And for the next round, Richard Bell is confused, giving you advantage against him. But that is the end of this moment, because we are back on the other side, on the pond. So, Adesh, the guy that you're fighting seems to willing to discuss with you, but doesn't care about Geraldine or whatever she is. She is not a Kiptians. She is not involved in the discussion you two have. And he seems more like he's more focused on, like, you don't mess up with the person I'm protecting. I don't mess with you, whatever you're doing here. That's the kind of vibe you got.
Mm-hmm.
So, harpoon in his back. He's not reaching down for the chain of the anchor. And he's staring at you. Proud, muscular, ready.
Whom do you serve, child?
I'm Lady Sayana's personal bodyguard. And she is, she is the woman that will take over this place one day and bring it back to its original purpose.
Then we work to the same end, child. I am not here for the lady.
So keep your creature away from the library, or they will know the true meaning of death.
I believe in this. We have an accord, child. But if you stand in my way, you stand against Aegyptos, and I will not tolerate it.
He reached down for the chain. He's still looking at you. And if you're not stopping him, he's
Not at all.
just going to put it on his, on his shoulder. Sorry, I didn't catch what you said.
I'm not stopping him at all.
Okay. So you see him, putting the chain on his shoulder, just started to wrap it around his arm. And, now the anchor is there. How this guy just maneuver something that pretty much this size, and he's, is still small, but still an anchor is very heavy and is kind of impossible, but he has the strength for it. So, and without more words, just exchanging a look, he start to walk in the direction of the library.
Wait.
It stops, doesn't turn.
Tell me one thing, child. The temple of the moon goddess, in Kairoth, does it still stand?
Empty and forgotten, but yes, it does.
Not long will that be its fate. To that, you have the promise of the Al-Wahir.
Yours is a foolish errand. But who I am to stop a fool?
So spoke Menakat, and just look at what we build. And then Hadesh will turn and walk west.
Okay. In all of this, Zahir Hamari, you don't know the rest of his names, but Zahir keep walk, and he stops in front of the entrance of the library, and he put the anchor in front of him, holding it like this with the two hands on top of it, and he just wait and stare. Geraldine slowly just stand up while you were talking and etc. And she just crack her neck, get closer to you. I didn't catch exactly what happened there. However, I'm guessing you two get an agreement.
You are not to set foot in the library. He will end you if you do. This seems a small price to pay.
Okay, sounds interesting. Did it explain why?
His lady dwells within.
Oh, so it's not about the books. That's good. My family is probably that way. I will try to rejoin them. Feel free to follow.
Shem Hal Shat Hal Shem! We go.
All your ghoulish servants just snap into your direction as soon as your word echo into the place, and some of them are start to move in your direction. The second snake, in the meantime, this is what's happening, is being killed. The two pet of Zabalek Shah are no longer alive. Some of your men and women are feasting on them because you are used to it. You know, you eat whatever you find, and they stop because, of course, you hoarder. And we are getting out of combat right now, the two team, because they will soon merge in one. Fiammetta will shout at the guards coming. She will tell them in Egyptians to stop, to lower their weapon, because you are not enemies. Even if she's still looking at you suspiciously, because you just, guys, at the end of the day, you just killed Carlos, you know, and another two guards. But she is giving you the benefit of the doubt, especially after what just transpired. Do you have anything to do with Richard Bell, or do you leave him get away? Because Richard will try to leave at this point.
I think he's pretty far away from me, right?
Yeah, the closest person is Miguel.
but he's still confused, at least at the moment.
At least right now, it's still confused. Yes.
Uh, Miguel, don't let him get away.
All right, I guess I'm going to.
And I will also just so I'll also start moving up towards where he is.
Okay.
Mhm.
I will make a yeah, okay. I'll just say like as they run past me, like just capture him. Do not kill him. I'm like
All right,
working out the argument in my
I
head.
take
I'm
out my
like, we
whip
kill
and
him,
I'm
that's a
gonna try to
problem.
use it to grab him and pull him closer to us.
And Fiammetta is looking at you, Rock,
Yes.
because it's like you just say this, but she is looking at all of you guys because it's like she is still
Right.
not completely sure. She is, as I said, she's giving you the benefit of the doubt because you guys have spoken about things that it makes sense. However, she's just not completely on your
So
side.
so we need, and I'll talk. As Flametta is like kind of like right there. I'll be like, we need to capture him so that he doesn't go back and talk with Shar some more. We need more time for things to cool off. Okay, and we need to get a hold of this man. Not we're not gonna kill him. We need to capture him though.
Roll the 20. Is that a strong enough hit to use the pull action?
Um, yeah, no, absolutely. And Richard, at this point, raises his hand. I, I don't know what's going on here. Just I'm collaborating. I in the meantime,
Okay,
you pushing
good.
you pushing closer. You trying to rejoin the group. And at all this, you guys have the chance to recover your equipment, your weapon, and such like.
Sure, I assume that Bradleyna's come back. I put her back on my bandolier kind of way, and then I have my weapon. But I'm still like, okay, he seems like he's just disoriented. He's putting his hands up. We should just high him up, get him into a secure location, right? Maybe over by us. But we should not hurt this man. I know it's tempting because he's not a great dude, but let's not hurt him. All right.
We ultimately we don't want to hurt, and I mean I might actually just say this out, like we don't really want to hurt anybody. This isn't the way we wanted this to go. We just need to stop Shar from getting a hold of what he's after.
In the back of my mind, though, I am thinking like, oh no, we definitely came to kill Shar for absolutely, but I'm not going to say
no,
that
we're
out
here to
loud.
kill
Okay,
Shar.
just
No, we're
of
here to
course.
kill Shar.
Okay, we won't say that though.
Okay.
But ultimately, we don't want to kill people who are ultimately innocent in the thing. Like this guy probably isn't, and maybe we might feel bad about Carlos in the aftermath, but we're desperate right now, and so and that's going to become very obvious once the dead people show up.
And if she looks at me like in conversation, like, what about Carlos? I'll be like, I like between warriors. I'll make it look kind of like he's a little unhinged. I'll look at Hot Pot. It's like he's the one who technically started the whole fight.
Yeah, she's not talking about Carlos right
Okay,
now.
okay. Yeah.
We are taking this step by step.
Right. Okay, sure.
There is a lot of people right now. There is a lot of things going on. There is the guards, there is her, and etc. etc. And also there is the fact that, guys, technically speaking, you are not the one that started this because Geraldine and the goal are there, making a mess. So it's
Yeah,
at
I don't
this
know who they
point,
are, but sure.
yeah, at this point, this situation is very messy. Very, very messy. Okay. Fimita is like, I don't like complicated things. I don't like, magic and spells and other
I mean, you could just
things with
Yeah.
fatwas. I didn't finish.
no.
I want this clear and simple, and I want everyone else to shut up. You, and she's pointing her hammer at you, Jarvis. Tell me, what the heck are you talking about? And I'm going to make a decision. If everyone else open their fucking mouth, I'm going to swing this on it.
All right. First off, Hot Pot, go into the shadows. Go find Geraldine. Get that under control. This.
And she goes, "Who the fuck is Geraldine?"
She's the one who caused the distraction at the edge of the area. We needed a backup plan because this. We
Okay, so you attack the place. Okay.
listen to what we have to say. That's what you asked. We came into possession of an artifact that is leading us someplace. And in the research of that artifact, Shar and Graves are at the center of it. They're the ones who want the thing.
Okay, an artifact.
The artifact. I'm trying to remember exactly what he knows about this. He knows better than I do. We thought we were chasing a treasure. What we're chasing is a demon, some bloodthirsty thing that was put down a long time ago, and they're trying to reawaken to bring about some chaos or destruction in the world. Why would they want it? Why would they want this evil fatwa that's been ostensibly been imprisoned? They're trying to release it.
And at that point, Richard Bell say, one of the Dreaded Shadow, and before he finished the sentence, Fiammetta just smashed the back of the hammer on his face.
Well, that went well.
Then it's back to you, pointing the hammer that now has like a couple of teeth embedded on it. Richard Bell just hold his face, bleeding.
We're desperate. We're desperate to stop him from what things that I've seen, the visions that I've been given, the research that we've done. This thing is destruction incarnate. We don't want to hurt anyone innocent. We didn't want things to go this way. But we know what they knew we were at, that we were on our way. They attacked our ship back in Fajus. They tried to murder us and the children that were on our ship. They'll stop at nothing to get this thing. And if I may, because again I'm fumbling a little bit about some of the facts. He would go into a little more detail as to what he knows about the entity and what he understands its purpose to be, and he's not holding back. He's probably physically shaking a little bit. You can probably see the fear and concern on his face. And he's who he is to be this nervous might kind of get her to realize this person's telling me the truth.
Okay. What you add to this, because what you say already is quite convincing. There's an evil fatwa and etc. What Richard Bell added that he was like one of the dreaded shadow is correct, even if paid for it. So you will kind of confirm that.
Yes.
The other things you will probably say, and this is for me just to remind everyone, so everyone is up to speed and not just Jarvis. The Ventuk, the Black Bride, or the shadow, the mother of the shadow, or depending on how you translate the word, and it's the name that people gave it to it. Is the name that like in ancient times they were trying to wrap their head about what is this things, and yes, that's the name they came out with. Is an entity that is like the mother of the Ventuk Jinn. Those demons that live in the desert, those shadow that you barely encounter. What the Black Bride is just to give you an idea, reference speaking, if the Ventuk Jinn are the aliens, that is the queen.
Yes. That's kind of the kind of thing I would say to her. Not that, but
No, it's just to give it that vibe and etc. to everyone to understand. The Halia Rulk al Shalda, that is the name of in Egyptians that you probably will refer to it at a certain point. This entity is so well known in Akiptos that the entire Ventuk Jinn clan took it as like, for the name's sake of it, to nominate their best assassin. The best assassin of the clan is called the Black Bride. And apparently, that William Kidd fought and defeated the Black Bride. Not the assassin, the entity. And sealed his body with his treasure. And that what seems like Julian Graves and Zavalek are after. The reason for it still unknown for you. Are you going to mention the fact that your captain is involved in all of this or not? This is an important question.
Because of what happened back after the fight, I would let her speak for herself. And I know as much as it's hard for you to always think to kind of to do two NPCs, but I would at least look to her and kind of give her like do you want me to tell a little bit about your side of it, or let you tell it? You know what I mean? So she can kind of give me that like nod, go on.
You have seen how Fiammetta will react to someone else speaking.
Exactly.
So Alvida just look at you, and I want you to roll an insight.
Okay. Not terrible at insight. Not terrible. Cunning. Okay.
I just read your comment about Bell Rock. He will talk like this for a bit.
Conversation at disadvantage because you can't take him seriously.
Right. We go. Not bad. My two highest are a 6 and a 5.
Okay, 11.
So, and then a 4. So, 15 plus 1, 16.
Okay. So for what I'm going to. This is your interpretation. You don't know what Alvida wants. Okay. So you look at her. She give a look back. This is what you understand. Go ahead.
All right. So, because unless you want to hear from her, our captain is unfortunately involved in this. In that, I have to remember exactly what it is. She has an artifact that could destroy the thing.
Mm.
Am I remembering that correct?
Partially, yes.
Partially. Okay. I don't know if there's anything else. She might have to kill herself in doing that. I don't know if I would tell all of that, but
yeah. No, you need to tell me exactly what you're saying right now.
Well, I'm also trying to. I'm also trying to remember exactly what I want to say. So she has an artifact that would destroy the thing, and that is part of the reason they're trying to stop us. Is because they don't want it destroyed, which means they want to control it.
Femita just step forward and, almost pass you and look at you, Rock, but specifically Alvida that is just behind you. And the two women are just exchanging a glance. And then Alvida just nod. Almost like she was trying to confirm that what you said is true.
Mm-hmm.
Then Femita put down the hammer. Listen, Zavalek is a piece of shit. He pay well, so we kind of look the other way when he does something that I don't like. However, we all know that he's not a great guy. But taking over the world or stealing artifacts and other things like that, this is not him. He sell them. And Twilka shall know. So I'm probably guessing you convince her with those stories and etc. I'm not saying that you're not telling the truth. I'm just telling you what I know about the man.
If I may, if he's trying to sell it, then he's trying to sell it to Graves instead of trying to destroy something that will hurt a lot of people. Businessman or not,
so
there's got to be a line.
Just to convince him not to do this sell, pretty much, right? And that is where you need to be careful what you're going to say.
We're going to do what we can to stop him. At least get him off our back so we can destroy the thing.
They will lost money, and that's not something he likes to do. But if you guys are convincing and you are actually telling the truth, I don't think he likes to, he likes to make more money. He doesn't like to lose them. And if he's lose them now, but he make more in the long run, maybe he will be happy about it. Richard, you go and wake him up. You, two of you will come with me. And I let you decide. However, someone of you will need to stop this friend, this Gerald Quad something, because if the attack carry on, I don't care. I will kill you. Is that clear?
That's fine. We don't want any innocent or bystanders hurt. So we'll go and get Geraldine and let her know this is how we're going to deal with this.
And she turned and looked at you, Hot Pot, and he say, "Hey, good looking. Are you the one that they were sending?"
I don't say anything, but Rock almost has to put his hand over his mouth. He was not expecting that.
Yeah.
Okay, so go fetch your friend there.
Okay. Hot Pot collects the rest of his items and then he leaves the scene.
She look at you, walking away.
No.
I'm gonna look at Rock and
Yeah.
I'm gonna pray to all five gods that works out with Hot Pot. And I'm also gonna look at Carla.
Yeah,
Say,
Carla is on the edge. You just see her just try not to say or do anything because right now you know why she is here.
Yeah, yeah. I above table. Who has the box?
Who do you
None of
think?
you.
Huh?
The box is being given to
Yeah,
Richard Bell
it's inside.
and Carlos and everyone else.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. Oh, we did give it to him, didn't we?
Yeah.
Does he still have it on him?
No, it's not on him. It's been collected. He never even touched it. He was like servants doing it.
Oh, so it wasn't with the stuff.
No, not with your stuff, though.
All right. So let me get this straight. You want, say, me and Rock to go with Bell to.
I want two of you going with me and that fucking useless man to talk with Zavelik. And you need to be convincing. I don't care who's coming. You can come, but it's better that you use your best chit-chatter.
Oh yeah, yeah. Rock, you're definitely.
Yeah.
All right.
I
Yeah.
point to
definitely go.
Rock. You're up, buddy.
Okay. Sure.
So Rock and who else?
I actually, if I may, I look at Miguel. I think I'll be like, I think Miguel has the kind of skills I might need for this.
Okay, when you say this, in the meantime, you say this. This has been a long conversation.
Sure. Sure.
And in all of this, the two figures are now being approached by a very, very stealthily small guy that now doesn't see just Geraldine standing there, but close to her, this large crocodilian figure that look almost mummified. Then he's standing tall. And please, describe yourself to Hot Pot.
What Hot Pot sees is a 7'2" Costoni, a mummified crocodile, dressed in faded robes that were once grand, holding a shield and sword with a staff on his back. Eyes that look as if they have seen the passing of ages. And he is walking as if the entirety of the country comes with him. Holds himself with the bearing that he has walked among kings and has found his equals.
On his side, Geraldine is, cracking her neck and kind of gently walking by his side, almost like she can embody the scholar that she is for once, holding her hand together, and they are kind of nicely strolling in the moonlight. But the thing is, behind them, there are those 12 horrible creatures that are crawling and moving, wide, big eyes and etc. They are not real at all. They are, they are horrible, nasty, creature that they came with anger. So, Pot, how do you approach them? They didn't see you yet.
Hot Pot is stunned in a sense by this tall alligator or crocodile
Crocodile.
looking creature in front of him. He immediately throws the cloak over him
Mm-hmm.
to try to conceal himself. And he sees Geraldine with it.
Yeah.
He makes a sound as if to announce his presence, but he does it with trepidation. He
Okay.
is intimidated by the sight, but somehow comforted to see Geraldine. But he's confused or concerned.
And you make the sound. Geraldine, like, pick up on it almost immediately. And she just bow her head toward you. And in a very, like the broken Egyptians that speak to you at the al Wahir, it said, "My honorable friend, we are going to meet one of my companions. I would like you to extend the same courtesy you gave to me."
Adesh sniffs the air. Would actually like to roll perception to see if I can see Hot Pot.
Absolutely. Hot Pot, can you roll me a stealth?
Of course. I rolled 2 6s, a 5. Just double check something here.
Yeah, no, of course.
2 6s and a 5.
Okay, so that is 17 already, plus your agility modifier.
Right. I'm gonna re-roll the 2 6s for an additional 4.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
So we got 17 plus 3, 20 plus 4, 24.
plus I'm wearing the cloak. Well,
Yeah, I know that you're
I did.
wearing the cloak.
I did. Okay.
And in this moment, is it's a little bit different, but I'm keeping your 24. What
Okay.
is your perception?
11.
Okay, so you don't feel or don't see anyone. You feel presence of something alive because, of course, your senses tell you that there's someone, but you cannot understand where it is.
I shall extend the same courtesy to your companions as I have extended to you. Where are they? I smell them.
There is one thing. They they don't speak Habithians like me, or so I will ask you to use the common tongue of the tides.
The language of the waves it shall be, child.
And she turn and look around and with a smile just say, hot pot.
Hot Pot announces his location.
Here it
Ger-
is.
Geraldine, are we okay?
Let me do the honor. Hot pot, this is our new friend and momentary ally, Adesh Halwa here.
Magister Hadesh Al-Wahir, Pharaon of the Al-Wahir. And you are named after something delicious.
Hot Pot has a moment where he kind of like his countenance reveals comfort, knowing that Geraldine is okay with this and he's okay with this. But once you mention that he's named after something delicious like that expression on his face just drops. But he looks at you and he examines you with fear and reverence. He understands that this meeting, this experience is not something that most people will ever have. He doesn't know what you are or what but he recognizes that there's something extraordinary about you. But there's a lot of like fear and almost trepidation behind him. Like he's still cautious. But Geraldine is okay, so he's fine with the situation.
Hadesh turns his head ever so slightly and leans forward so that his long snout with his fangs comes closer towards you. And he holds that posture for a few seconds and looks you in the eyes and asks, "Do you fear me, child?"
Fear is he's looking back. What I feel is incomprehensible. I I don't know what I'm experiencing right now.
It is entirely normal to be overawed by my presence, child. It has happened to many. Do not be afraid. Be not alarmed. For where you are is protected by the Al-Wahir. You may step safely, knowing that you are, for the moment, an ally of the Al-Wahir. Have you come here to summon us?
Yes.
Then show us the way.
I will show you the way. But understand that I just in spite of my name, I taste horrible. I'm toxic.
I have not eaten the living in a long time, child.
Well, you don't want to start with me.
Noted. I may start with another then, child.
Can I suggest?
Hadesh stands up straight again.
Can I suggest that we get to the rest of the party?
Yes. And Hot Pot notices these crawling chaos behind you. And he remembers the words you spoke not so long ago, encouraging me to leave immediately. And he turns and like moves a little faster than he normally would have.
Okay.
And Hadesh turns to Geraldine.
Mhm.
A charming companion, your servant, I assume.
None of them are servant of mine. We are all part of family. My crew is like your man for you. We all serve my captain.
A lady such as yourself deserves servants, child. You should collect some. Then he follows Hotpot.
Such a charmer. And you guys follow. So, the thing is, you know this, Adesh. You can promise for yourself that we will not touch Hotpot or other member of the crew. You also know that the hunger that your, I will say, servant are experiencing can be problematic. They are not a creature with a deep mind like yours, and right now there is a lot of food around here.
They are still bound to my will, so I expect they follow me.
Yes, but there's going to be problems along the line, just so you know.
I am aware. So when we do arrive near the guards, but I suspect the guards are currently arrayed in a defensive formation against us because we are technically attacking.
Yes.
As we walk past them, because we are being led by Hotpot, Hadesh is going to turn his head slightly towards the guards and then say in flawless Egyptian,
Egyptians.
Egyptian, yes. Do not provoke them, or they will eat you. Such is my promise to you, children. And then he will give a command to his people and tell them to stay and watch. And if anyone attacks them, they are to eat them.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And we continue on.
So, you're arrived that will pretty much coincide with the rest of you deciding who goes, will cause a little bit of a uprising, especially because, it's like they were expecting Geraldine, not all of this. So can I have everyone's reaction?
Okay, I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting she caused a distraction. Rock will be like, "Oh wow, that's a lot." He's just very taken back.
I look up and up
Uh-huh.
and up. I'm kind of speechless. I'm like,
Seem to have a new friend there. That's nice. I'm glad you're getting out. It's like sort of his reaction.
who
Jarvis-
exactly are we
We have the
making
honor
an
of meeting.
acquaintance with?
Yeah.
Jarvis has a smile on his face and just goes, Geraldine, you dug up some royalty. This is great.
I actually look back towards my wife. Don't panic. Don't panic. It's gonna be okay. I completely trust that this man is trustworthy, or Geraldine wouldn't have found
In
him.
Sarian, she
I said,
say to you, "This is getting worse by the minute."
it's It's gonna be okay. I swear, please.
He was
Relax.
there. She was there when we made this plan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So not knowing what she's saying, I'm gonna look at her and go, "Hey, look, we thought she was gonna bring back a bunch of mindless undead. This guy at least looks like he's you know he's got something to say."
Oh, he's got royal bearing. I'll give him
Yeah.
that. Yeah. I don't know he can understand me or not, so this is a funny conversation.
Haddish is looking very offended by the phrase.
I
I did
mindless
say
undead.
he has a royal bearing. That's not offensive. He's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like, oh,
Oh,
okay.
The phrase mindless undead that clearly gets to him.
Well, he said he's glad he didn't bring mindless undead.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the plan. Was the original plan was for her to just go and get
But
basically your servants to come, but instead she's brought the leader, and
Okay.
so we're all really like he's actually really happy because he
Let's
thought
take
he was
this-
going to have to fight.
Anyways,
I
I
feel
go
like-
over. Hello, the name's Miguel.
and
Greetings, child.
I want to say something here.
I meant Joel. My name's Joel. Ah, fuck it.
Yeah.
Everybody's been like breaking their names like every 5 seconds here, so
Yeah, in all of this, Fiammetta is not very happy about what you're just saying.
It's okay.
And so she is looking at all of you with very, cautious eyes. Richard Bell is close to the, it's like he's not moving, but you can feel it from he's like try to retreat. It's like
so I'll try to be calm about it, but like Limetta, you know the principle of the carrot and the stick, right? We're gonna go talk to him and see how it goes, and there's a stick. That's all this is. We're not against you right now. You know what I mean? There's nothing going on there.
okay. There is one thing that I want to say to Adash. Adesh, sorry. Rock, the one that is just talking, and the woman that is close to him, they are weird for you. The last time they look like sarpats, humanoid snake, but those snake on their head, they are moving on their own. Those that looks like alive. That is non-natural. Because you never saw a Gorgonicus before. Because for your last time, for your last, remembering of things and etc., Obolowa was an empire under Vazira, and that was it. You don't know what's happened after that. So you have a big, empty, you're missing quite the information there.
Yes. And when Rocky is saying carrot and stick, entirely coincidental, Hadesh puts away his weapons and his shield and just prepares his staff and just taps it on the ground when he says the word stick. Like, this is the stick. And then he looks at the rest. What clan do you serve?
As soon as he says that, without almost as reflex, he goes, "I serve the Captain Alvida," and he does almost a full bow. Like that's what he would say.
Yeah, we serve Elvita, and I serve my goddesses.
Which goddess do you serve?
Serve all five.
The new religion.
Kinda. For you is that all five, it meant something that you specifically can understand. Because all five means the three goddesses, Talor, and the moon's mother, for your point of view.
Yes, he's still a heretic to me.
Man, if
You
he's a
call it the
heretic,
new, but
I didn't-
it's not new.
I didn't. I decided because that's kind of where he's going. I decided to not mention uh
Ocean.
Ocean because I also know that can be a major point of
I
contention.
serve the goddess of destruction. Oh well, okay.
Yeah, everything's fine with that. Okay.
Yeah.
But you guys introduced the captain. So this woman with this long snakes that get pretty much half way off her back, kind of wavy and with greenish skin and etc. Get close to you. She does gesture to bow, kind of rough, but you know. And
Hadesh will nod his head in reply, which is a huge honor already.
and with an accent that is very thick, and we also an accent that you never heard before. Name is Elvida Vransky from the land of Ugre, and I'm a priestess of Vashtaria, because we are talking about religion, and I'm also the captain of this motley crew. I happy that you are joined us, and I'm wonder what we can do for you.
Nobody lives in Ugre. It is a wasteland.
Technically, it is, until we made a deal with all fatwas and the gods there.
Has this served you well, child?
We got two very important figures in our religion. Urkus and Vashtaria, the gods, the bear gods, the gods of strength and the goddess of wisdom. And I serve the wise one, or at least I try. Our country is big and unwelcoming, but I'm also, I will call ourselves a very resilient people.
To live in such a place, you must be. In the end, we are all slaves to wisdom, Captain.
Indeed, we are. And I would say your people learn how to fight desert. My people learn how to fight snow. We are not so different in that kind, in that way.
A desert by any other name is still a desert. Now, we have tarried here long enough. Where is the merchant?
So, this woman here, and she pointed out the Minotaur on her, your side, the one with the warhammer, that's Fiammetta. She is captain of guards of this place, and she was telling us that two people can go and speak with Zavelek. We need to stop Zavelek to convince him to let go of a foolish errand he's doing. I don't know if my companion here, she point, Geraldine, tell you why we are here exactly.
She has so informed me. Little does it matter to me, but after what I saw, I am incensed, and Aegyptos is incensed with me. He has defiled the waters, and that it is why I am here.
And that's already a good point. On the other side of things, the man is trying to sell an artifact to a man from Ingetir.
He is a merchant. He sells things. This is what merchants do.
Yeah, but the problem is the artifact in question is the skull of the... Forgive me try to butchering your language, the Black Bride. Do you know about it?
Do I know about it?
Yeah, very well.
His eyes go wide. He is trying to barter for that.
They already have agreement. We are trying to stop that. So we are trying to, I would say, convince him that this is not the right path to follow.
I have an agreement with a man by the oasis who bade me not to harm his lady. This I have agreed. Zavalek Shar was not a part of that agreement.
Okay, so this will make things a little bit more complicated. I think you understand that. So do you mind, before you deal with Zavalek your way, and that we deal with him our way?
All have the opportunity to speak before sentence is passed. Thus is the wisdom.
Okay, I take that as a yes. Thank you.
You may take that in any way you please, woman
There is a
of
long moment.
Ogre.
Okay. When you finish that part of the sentence, she just relaxed a moment.
Slight hesitation because I forgot about Ogre. Like that's like, oh god, what's the name? What's the name? Like, Ogre. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. We are going to wait here while my two men are going to speak with Zavalek. After that, I'm going to share with you everything else. And you see her tapping on the ground with this long staff that has those ice crystal embedded in it that they are not melting. And there is this skull on top of it, is a bear skull. That has like those crystal growing all around, and there is like this feeling of cold coming from it. And I want you to roll me a wisdom check.
Wisdom it is. Okay. Right, that's well. Still reroll the sixes on this, I believe.
No.
Okay.
When you roll your trait, you just roll the trait straight as it is.
16.
Very good indeed. So there is something trying to breach your mind. Are you allow it or not?
No.
She just like kind of shake her head for a moment.
Child, I warn you.
She smile and she kind of mouth some words just for you. She doesn't say, but she just smiled to you, and you understand the following things like later.
A light nod of the head, just an almost imperceptible dip of the snout in response.
So, while everyone is there, you know, the guards are still very up. The goal is snarling and looking around and etc. The situation is very tense, guys. Just to remind you, Miguel, Rock, Femetta, and Richard will start to walk towards the main estate. You pass the reception hall. A group of servants bring the box to Richard. That in all of this is, clean up itself and etc. He has a couple of missing tooth.
I feel a little bit bad for him. I'm like, if I have something to like help him out, I'll be like, that was unnecessary, I guess. So I'll hand it to him.
And you guys walk past the reception hall up north towards the main residence. And there the doors are being opened for you, and inside the atmosphere kind of change. The motifs are much more present. There are those tapestry that represent the history of Akiptos, written in Akiptian language. They are magnificent, with beautiful illustration left and right. This place is rich and extremely well put. The main area that you enter has a lot of how you call it? Oh, the things that goes on the floor. That is not part that you
Carpet?
can roll.
A rug?
Rug?
Carpet. Sorry. There's this amazing red and gold carpet with snakes motif on top. There are pillows left and right. There are shisha for smoking and etc. And there is a little set of stairs that goes into another area that has the temperatures just cool down a little bit, because there is a fountain in there. You can hear in the wall. This is a magnificent building, because in the wall there are the water running. They cool down the whole place, and you see him sitting at a fountain in pretty much only a long sleeveless kind of, I don't want to say shirt because it's very long, almost like a jacket, naked. It doesn't care, with this bluish green scales all over his body, completely bald, and this long in natural kind of smile, typical of some of the Sarptas, because their mouth can literally open twice the size of what a human can do. And that is him, Zavelek Shar. The person that you are being fighting against for quite some times now, without ever laying an eye on him. And he is this such, kind of magnetic presence. And at the same time, you were expecting, something grandiose, and he is not. Is probably 5'4". It's quite a small guy. Very lean, very, and like just to say, Miguel, just a man. And he doesn't speak at the moment. He just turn his head, look at you. He has those kind of orange, deep eyes with a slit pupil. So those are my guests. And what is all about? I'm listening.
All right. At this point, he is like basically like kind of like your regular villain. He's at like the top of the staircase, correct? Like looking down at
It,
us, or
no, it's not like a. Okay, so the stairs are like 3-4 steps, and
okay, okay,
there is the like the rest of the place with the fountain, and he's sitting on the fountain. So he's not towering over you. Is now that you're getting closer and closer, he's going to pretty much be eye level.
sure, sure. I have been ordered to speak with you.
Is Zavelek Shal Arakam Hibraik. So I will ask you to use my proper name. And if you cannot pronounce it, Hibrahik will be enough.
Hibernik. And he'll do a bow. I'll wait for him if he acknowledged the fact that I can speak now.
He doesn't say nothing, he's just there.
Okay. Savlik. Oh, sorry. I will say his name. Just assume that I'm saying Hebrik. So Hebrik or Hebrik?
Hibrahik.
Hibrahik.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
you need to use, it's kind of an Arabian name, so you have the phlegm kind of sound like so the Hibrahik, but you pronounce it as you prefer.
Okay, sorry. I will try my best. Hibrahik. There are two things I wish to discuss. One is a gift. The other is a request. Which would you like to hear about first?
And at that point, he'd turn and look at Richard, and Richard say, "They are bringing the box sent to us from Charles Vane." Ah, yes, I was waiting for it. Who signed it for this?
Is he asking me like who gave you the I'll tell him honestly. I'll be like, Charles Vane asked me to deliver this to you, so I am delivering it to you. And that
And
is
he
not a
turned,
lie.
no, he turned to Richard, and Richard just nodded. Good. That's always good news. I have a question for you. What's your name?
I'll tell him. I don't care. I'll be like, my name is Rock Dustakar, and I will do it, and I will just proudly announce my name.
Another time that Richard seems to nod. So, Mr. Dustcar or
Dustakar, whichever.
Dustcar? You were traveling with the company of Miss Alvida Vransky and Carla Voraci.
That is correct.
And you are sneaking into my home. Try to do what exactly?
To deliver the package.
That's not just what I asked, but yes, the package. And he just a
Yeah.
gesture to
Sure.
take it. You see, and they look at it. They look at Bell, and Bell nod, and he just open it. And he take out this ledger, and he stand up, look around, and he throw it in the fountain. And he also throw the box on the ground. Money well spent. Now, You also had other things except this delivery, you said?
Yes, the request. Stop hunting us. We came in with this ruse because you were attempting to murder us.
Yes, you are an inconvenience along the way, so why shouldn't?
You're attempting to murder the people delivering you a package. What is the logic in that?
I will collect the package from your corpses.
Well,
Also, yeah, I technically wasn't. I didn't care about you specifically. I've been asked to eliminate a problem because my friends have been. He's afraid that you're going to be a pain in the ass later on.
I'm,
So,
yeah, you won't disagree to that.
so I just do what I do usually. I take the simplest route and I will do it again. Tell me, Mr. Duscare, what's stopping me to sentence you to death right now?
A large undead army at your doors. I'll stare right in the eyes, and all the snakes will like turn and look at him.
Okay, in the meantime, everyone else, can you roll me a perception check? And Adesh, you have advantage. Miguel, in all of this, you don't need to roll because at the moment you are not outside. However, I want to ask you: do you do anything, or you just observe for now?
I am actually, I mean, I'm observing, but I'm looking at every single possible exit. If there's any hidden guards, is there anything like he wouldn't just, it can't just be just him sitting on, there has to be some contingencies in here that would.
Absolutely. Okay, so just so you know, to answer your question, there is a door behind him. There is two doors left and right. Of course, there is where you came from, and you are pretty sure that there is at least other 6 people in this room, even if you don't see them.
See if I could pinpoint. I'm trying to be very like not. I'm obviously not looking all around. Obviously, I'm trying to be very
No, absolutely.
subtle about it. Just when this goes south, when it goes south, just considers.
Yep. Okay, I just need the one from you, Jarvis, and I will give you an answer. Perfect. Thank you. So, in order, Jarvis, then Adesh, then Otpot. You all notice something. Jarvis, Otpot, you know what is it. Adesh, you don't know, but you have a very, very strong feelings right now. Something is breaching between the realm of the mortals and the veil. And in the distance, almost like an echo of something that is far away, you hear this clopping sound of horses.
So,
Mhm.
I was once they left, it was just the rest of the party, and then about 6 guards were kind of standing and waiting for us.
Yeah.
I was gonna go over to the body of the person that I killed and say, "Sorry about this, guys." And he was actually going to throw the body over to the ghouls, knowing that they're hungry. Hates to see things hungry.
Okay.
And
This is a very. As soon as you guy try to take the body of the person you killed, the other guard put a hand on their weapon. It's like, you're not touching one of their companion and treat it like meat.
all right, well, hey, I was just trying to help you guys out because take it off the leash. Going after you.
They look at each other, and even if they know you're right, there is a strong sensation. There is like, this is wrong.
What
Right.
are you doing, child?
Just trying to be thoughtful. Then at that moment, I would say that's probably about the moment that I hear the clomping and I go, well, everything's about to resolve itself anyway.
What is this treachery?
Our backup plan.
Be more specific
And
quickly.
Alvida goes and say to you, the shadow chariot. Actually, he said it, the shadow chariot. That for you, it's kind of clear what she's talking about. Because even in Aegyptians, there is a similar legend. A chariot dragged by 4 black unicorn made of shadow that show up to collect the dead. It's not evil, it's just does its job. Unless you unleash it against someone alive.
The Shulam Hamwas here.
Yep. He tried to set it on us. Now it's getting set on him. And all of our problems are going to be resolved.
Back into the room.
You're welcome.
So it's just gonna be, I'm I'm just kind of keeping him busy. We're chatting about stuff. First, feel free to start.
Yeah, I ask you also a very specific question. What, stop me to just sentence.
Yeah,
you
and
to death right now.
I said the undead army that we
Yeah,
have
and,
called to your front door.
And at that
And
point,
if I don't come out here, if I don't go back out that door, they're gonna come in.
listen, Mr. the Scare, I'm a man of I like to make my money, and I like to keep thinking check and powers and etc. I know you are after the treasure of Captain Kidd, and I can help you with that. More money, that's something that I will be happy about it. But even if I take a little cut from what you are going to find, there's nothing.
Okay, so he's trying to pitch to me like, I'll do money, I'll give you money if I help out. Okay, I will look at him and I will say, I once took money to do a terrible thing. I once was a beggar who was given money to poison someone, and that was an unredeemable crime. But today, I won't take any money. Today, time to pay some dues, I believe. And then I'll just end the conversation there. And if he wants to continue talking, that's fine. He can talk all he
There
wants.
is a moment of like, what the heck are you talking about?
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me enlighten you. I know your information networks are vast, and and he'll say, a man once approached me, and I'll describe this man, and he'll probably start clicking in his head.
Yeah, clicking his
And
head.
he goes, who told me to poison someone? Turns out I didn't know at the time that that would happen. And I was horrified. So I ran for my home. And you know what's funny? And I'll get in just a little bit closer. I met someone who said her father had been killed. Crazy story, actually. And I'll start like playing it up as the.
Miguel's gonna add background music to that. Just
And
Okay, so Zavelek eye widen. You are. And at
time
the
to leave.
point, and at that point, when he doesn't
Yeah.
have to say to end the sentence
Yeah.
because you all hear it. The how you call it when the horses that little like that
The name.
Nay.
The
the
name.
hay, yes, the haying of,
Yeah.
and you hear the hay of the black shadow unicorn, and everyone froze.
Time to leave the stage, actor.
Mic drop.
Zavelek just turn and he look at the box at the ground and he look you and him back to, and it's like there is a moment of confusion and there is a moment of fear when it's the realization of what's gonna happen hit him, and he doesn't say nothing. He just stand up and run.
Oh.
And you guys, outside, suddenly see this figure in the middle of the night coming, like darting out of the main estate. Is long cloth, is like flapping in the ground, is bare naked. It doesn't care. It's just rushing towards the like rushing towards you, rushing south in the direction of the little chapel, the little small shrine that now is dedicated to Milas. And he's running past, and there is this moment where his eyes land on Carla. And Carla doesn't even flinch. She just there, smiling. But he has no time to waste. He need to run, he need to, and etc. And all of you feel this cold hair just rushing towards, and he's like enveloping you, and you hear the sound of clopping. You hear the haying of the unicorn, and his coldness that embrace the scene.
Fate comes for you, merchant.
There's no screaming. There is no fight. Zavelek Shar stop. Harms goes down on the side. And just for a glimpse, you guys see like a spark of something before his body drops. But you, Adesh, and Geraldine, because you are already on the other side, you see it. You see the chariot. You see showing out of the darkness, leaping in the real world, and the figure, the silhouette of this hooded, cloaked man leaning on the side, grabbing Zavalek on his back and lift his soul from his body and drag him away back into the veil.
For the first time in 1,000 years, Hadesh smiles.
Those we had to take care of.
That was Metal Rock.
Just look. I turned to Miguel, kind of almost not like to be humorous about it, because I think I just made yet another fatherless child, so that's kind of messed up, to be honest.
He
Fimita,
was
that is there with you guys, just go, what the fuck had just happened?
His karma caught up with him.
Are we in there? Oh no, she is right
Oh,
there,
yeah.
Yeah, she's there.
Hey, look, I just gave him the box I was ordered to give him. You know.
You have some question to answer. I don't trust what the heck are you saying. And at that point, Richard goes, put a hand on her shoulder and just say, as a representative of the Hebraic estate, thanks for this, you bitch.
I'm not going to say anything.
Miguel tries to hold a chuckle.
I think we should reach an agreement. How about you let me handle those things here, and let me discuss with Lady Nashira and Lady Sayanos before, and you stay in a guest house until things are, I will say, calmed down.
That's
Saying that to us.
Yeah, that sounds amenable. I think that's a good idea, and because we have done what we were told to do and got it done, we don't need to cause any more violence here.
Don't
Yes,
see why
that's
not.
what I've assumed. Also, we need to take care of the situation with the undead out there. Can you manage that?
Probably. I imagine.
We'll
We'll
go out
try our
and
best.
we'll tell them what you've told us while you handle things inside the house. And however, their response is their response. So I'm going to go out there and talk with them, however.
He nods.
There's
We can't prevent them if they want to,
No, of course.
house, yeah.
Miguel?
no. I was just going. We will try our best.
And with that sentence, we close the session for tonight.
Hey!
Hey. And